Hey guys, it's Chris, and we are hitting the road south of Milford, south of Missvillian Drawbridge, coming up on Marshall Pond on the right here by Six Deuces Speed Shop. They do some great work, they really do. Oh man, I don't know if you saw that little cardinal just flit across in front of the Mountaineer there. Being from Ohio, I really love cardinals. And my mother's side of the family being from Louisville, Kentucky, I really love cardinals. That's something that I have not seen in Delaware. We had in Ohio. Cedar waxwings. They got the tuft on top like a cardinal does. I don't believe I have. Maybe I see cardinals because the red catches my eye. I don't know. Cedar waxwings are more of a subdued color to the plumage. But can't say as I recall seeing any cedar waxwings in Delaware. I didn't think you were going to get an ornithology discussion, did you? Oh yeah, wild turkeys are making a comeback in the area. If I go through early enough on my normal route, I'll see them in the field, crossing the road, getting into the trees. We've got a really good resident population of bald eagles in the area. We really do. Anytime I see a bald eagle, I mean, you know, it's the way we were all raised, but for me, it's inspiring. It really is. They're beautiful, majestic birds. A lot of birds are majestic, but the bald eagle, tough to beat. Yeah, this is going to be a random bit. This is going to be like tic-tac-toe with Wink Martindale. This is going to be when you pick potluck pick. Hope you don't get the dragon. Oh man. Yes. Coming up on Bay Health on the right. Sussex campus. The Milford Hospital there. Been open for 2.5 years. Or has it been 3.5? Time flies. Y'all know that full well. Most times if I'm thinking something's been 2 years, I double it. If I'm thinking something's been 5 years, I double it. And if I double it, I'm right. So-and-so passed away 2 years ago. It was 4. Just time flies, man. Heading down Route 30 in Sussex County. Coming up on Johnson Road, 4-way stop. So I hope all y'all's week is beginning well. Mine sure is, I'll tell you. And the corn just keeps on coming. Another customer of ours, Mike Whaley, lives over here on the right. He retired state police, does a lot of U-Haul stuff. Good man, making good. Every time he comes in the stores. How you doing, Dr. Chris? Oh man. We have a cool relationship with a lot, if not most of our customers. It's really neat. I'm going to put them back windows up, keep a little more of the... Right on, boys. Keep a little more of the cool air in the house, so to speak. Yeah, all the way out in the intersection. That's a good way to do it. Going. I'm at the stoplight. I'm the sign. I'm going. Racing down the road. Y'all have a good day now. Oh, goodness. Hot and humid. It's fair wake in Delaware. Weather's supposed to break a little bit. High 80s tomorrow instead of 90s. Some thunderstorms in the afternoon. And then dipping down into the 80s through the weekend. We're going to have a couple of nights get down into the 60s. I'm looking forward to that. Not wake up in the morning and it's already a hot day, you know? Nice clear sky. Can't see it on the camera, but there's a layer of haze coming up off the horizon. Just looks thick. Oh man. Magnolia tree? No, that wasn't a magnolia tree. Yeah, it is. Magnolia tree. Was it? No. Ah, turf. White blossoms, but it wasn't a magnolia. Just caught my attention in color. Magnolias are just about bloomed and shedded the blossoms at this point here, around here. Might get some late bloomers, but I know the ones in Mom's old yard where Serenetti lived, it lost blossoms probably a week or two ago. I don't think it's had any new ones. I don't know if they flower all year or not. I'm not sure. Hey, I didn't know you were going to get a botanical dissertation also, did you? I'm not sure if they blossom through the year. I know they blossom for a month and a half, and new blossoms keep coming up. Maybe they do. I've never really paid attention. I know they really start to take off in late May, maybe a week before Memorial Day, depending on the weather, and pretty much the whole way through the month of June. So maybe they keep flowering. I don't know. I know where there's a magnolia tree or two. If I see blossoms on it, I'll have my answer on the way home here. My favorite flower, and I'll tell you why. Every once in a while I would help, back in Ohio, I would help Grandma Walrath weed her flower bed and sometimes plant new flowers. And the colors of these flowers really, really got me. She always had the one color that looked like port wine, but the dark red portion of it fading into a purple. Marigolds. I love marigolds. I have those. I'll get the orange one, the bright orange ones, the yellow ones, a solid color to the petals. Marigolds are my favorite flower. Corn is high this year, man, let me tell you. Maybe wondering what these little yellow tubes are on the side of the road sticking up at about 100-yard intervals. Those are natural gas. It's natural gas. They put the pipes in. I'm going to say 4 years ago along this road, so that means it's 7 or 8, like I was talking about earlier. And they were getting really big about plumbing natural gas into the area. Burns cleaner than heating oil. Probably more efficient, I'd be willing to bet. Still a fossil fuel, but I don't mind it. When it comes to fossil fuels, I'm a realist. We depend on them, and I would much rather depend on our own fossil fuels than depend on somebody else's. I believe that we should be good stewards to this gift that the good Lord has given us, and do so in living the way we do and improving where we can, but not just chopping off the wrist to get rid of the cancer, you know? Any change has to be that can't be enacted immediately needs to be gradual. Because if it can't be enacted immediately, but it is made immediately, then infrastructure will suffer. Yeah, talking about all kinds of stuff in this potluck pick, aren't we? Wow. I see something, I get started. I see something, I get started. Woo! Now them right there, those might be soybeans in that field. Those might be soybeans. Plants are too small to tell. I can't tell if they're soybeans, peas, or limas. That low to the ground, I can't tell. Definitely not rapeseed, because rapeseed, well, I don't know, but when rapeseed matures, it flowers yellow, almost looks like a field of goldenrods. Back to botanical. When I first saw it, I asked one of our farmer customers what it was, and he told me, and I looked it up, and rapeseed is used for heavily in making plastics. And I think in some feed, but I'm not sure. I haven't seen any in a while, but it was a big crop here. I'm going to say 2 or 3 years ago, so I know it's been 5 or 6. Sorghum. Don't see sorghum as much as I used to. But they do grow sorghum around here. On the Delmarvelous Peninsula. And chicken houses. We've got chicken houses by the boatload. We talked about it before. Purdue, Mount Air. There's another one, but I can't ever remember what it is. Used to be ConAgra in the area until Purdue bought in. As a matter of fact, the shorebirds, the Delmarva shorebirds down in Salisbury, playing the Arthur W. Purdue Stadium. And ConAgra was the chicken processing plant in Milford. Purdue bought them back around 96, if I recall correctly, about 25 years ago, and it has not been 50. Because I worked for ConAgra one night in 1990 or 1991, and one night was enough for me to realize I need to get my butt in gear and find a job where I don't have to be up all night worrying about falling asleep handling knives. Did not like the work. I would do what I had to do if it came to it, but I was able to find something else. I was like, nah, I don't need or want to do this. Magnolia trees. I know there's a magnolia tree or two in town along my route here. So if I see blossoms, then I will have my answer. If I don't see blossoms, I don't remember which ones they are. I think that one over there is, and the blossoms are dying off, and I don't see new ones. There's a few magnolia trees in town. We are here in Milton, Delaware, and we are going. I think there's a magnolia tree right along this stretch of the road. If I can recognize it. It is this one right here on the left, and we got new growth. There's still some buds in there, so they're going to blossom some more. All right. Maybe less in the hot summer months up here in Delaware anyway. I don't know how it is in the rest of the country, but yep. It had buds, so it is going to bloom at some point. How lively the blooms look, I don't know, of course, but I saw a couple, so it has yet to produce. Shipbuilders Village. This is what I call home. Yep, yep. And we are here. Nice and safe like. Everybody have a wonderful evening, and I will catch up with y'all on the flip side. Keep on rolling.